Morning. I call to order the meeting of the Philadelphia City Commissioners Board of Elections for Wednesday, September the 25th, 2024. This meeting is in compliance with the Pennsylvania Sunshine Act. The Philadelphia City Commissioners are a three-member bipartisan board of elected officials in charge of elections and voter registration for the County of Philadelphia. Each commissioner is elected to serve a four-year term that coincides with the municipal election for the mayor and city council. The commissioners set and enforce departmental policies to administer voter registration and conduct elections in accordance with federal and state voter registration and election laws. The city commissioners were created by the Pennsylvania Assembly in 1711 with a focus on taxation and held various regulatory powers throughout the century. The commissioners started maintaining voter lists in 1799 and took on more election-related responsibilities, but didn't emerge in its current form until the adoption of Philadelphia's Home Rule Charter in 1951. We will start off with public comments. Before beginning their comments, commenters shall state where they live or if they are not a resident of Philadelphia and that they are a Philadelphia taxpayer. Public comment is not an opportunity for dialogue or Q&A. It is public comment, a chance for you to tell us what you think. Each speaker will have 2 minutes to speak. However, I may extend the time at my discretion. Public comment must concern matters on today's meeting agenda. Finally, it is my responsibility to preserve the order and decorum of meetings. As such, profane, slanderous, discriminatory, or personal attacks will not be tolerated. If you wish to make a public objection to a perceived sunshine violation, please raise your hand and I will recognize you. Outbursts will not be tolerated. Is there anyone here for public comment? Okay. If there are none, we will now move to report from our secretary for email public comments. Secretary Bluestein, are there any email public comments?
There were no email public comments by 9:45 a.m.
Okay, thank you. We will now proceed to old business. We have a report from our Directors of Election Administrations and Operation, which will be reported by Joseph Lynch and Stephanie Reid.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
This is the public meeting update for September 25th, 2024. The warehouse unit has been preparing to get the machines ready for the general election, along with completing testing of the machines. For our voter registration report, the election cycle to date, they have processed 297,601 voter registration applications. 155,750 of those applications were paper. As of right now, they have a backlog of 10,500 paper applications. Delaware and Spring Garden is currently working to eliminate the backlog, along with making any necessary corrections. They mailed out 19,945 ID cards on Monday. On September 24, 2024, we sent out our first initial mailing of ballots. We have sent just over 136,000 ballots for the 2024 general election. Voters who have not yet received their ballots and requested one may request a replacement ballot on Monday, September 30th. On September 19, 2024, we sent out our initial mailing of UMOVA ballots. We currently have sent out a total of 3,332 ballots to civilian overseas, military, and federal voters. As of Tuesday, we have approved 144,237 vote by mail and absentee applications, which is 7,953 added from last week's total. Of those, 76,595 are paper applications and 67,642 are electronic applications. This includes military, civilian overseas, and federal voters. We currently have a total of 4,990 applications waiting to be processed. Of those, 2,000 are paper applications and 2,990 are electronic applications. Voters who would like to vote by mail for the November 5th general election can apply for a mail-in or absentee ballot at vote.phila.gov. The deadline to apply is Tuesday, October 29th at 5 p.m. ID verification letters have gone out to voters that either did not include any required proof of identification on their absentee/mail-in ballot application, or their proof of identification cannot be verified by the County Board of Elections office. Voters who have received this letter may submit their proof of ID to the County Board of Elections via email at phillyelection@phila.gov, fax, U.S. mail, telephone, or in person. Voters have until 5 p.m. November 12th to return their proof of identification for the special election. Tuesday, September 24th, 2024 is the deadline for the following cycle 4, 6 Tuesday pre-election, campaign finance reports. All candidates for statewide office, their authorized candidate committees, and any political committee or lobbyist that has made any expenditures to influence the election of a statewide candidate must file that report. The election board unit is working on confirming board workers through calls and emails. They have confirmed 5,932 confirmed so far, but 1,254 have declined, and they've left 558 voicemails. In the general election training session, 996 board workers attended, and 1,598 have confirmed for scheduled training. The satellite offices, this week we had a grand opening for District 5 satellite office at 2301 North Broad Street. The grand opening press event was attended by the media, elected officials, and community members. District 7 at 2739 North 5th Street opened today at 10 a.m. with a grand opening press event scheduled for October 1st. The grand opening press event for the District 10, 1619 Grant Avenue, we are hoping to open by this weekend. We are scheduled to open one more by the end of the month and the last two in October. You can find a list of all the satellite offices open to the public and hours on our website at vote.phila.gov. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Joe. Does any commissioners have any questions for Joe?
I have none.
I have none, thank you.
Okay, I just wanted to go real quick to the 10,000 backlog to the registrations.
Mhm.
Is that normal, the amount of paper application that we're receiving, or is that like higher?
In this type of election, presidential election, is normal, and
This number?
they can knock them out. They've been doing a great job. Over the weekend they knocked out close to 6,000 in 2 days. So we'll be able to get this. We'll get through this, and we're getting surge staff to come in and help us also.
Okay, cool. And then this is, just want to make sure that we let our leads know that there is flexibility with the satellite locations too. So I know we have some of our good people at these satellite locations. So,
They're also going to be processing too, sir, out at
Okay.
the locations.
Good.
Mr. Chairman? I'm sorry, I just realized there was a possible discrepancy in Joe's report. The grand opening press event for District 10, Joe, you're reporting that we're hoping to open it by this weekend, and I believe that the press event has already been scheduled, correct?
Yes, and now that I seen that, Commissioner, it probably will occur. I think it was scheduled for tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure. Tomorrow,
Yes.
yeah. And we were having a problem with the electrical. We got the electric done today, so it probably will proceed for Monday. I'm sorry.
So this is for 10?
For tomorrow, yes. Grant
Okay.
Ave.
Right, so it's going to be tomorrow at 9 o'clock, correct?
Yes,
So it is opening tomorrow at 9.
it will be opening tomorrow. Yes,
Thanks, Joe.
it's actually open to our staff, but it will be open to the public tomorrow.
Great. Good morning, Commissioners. Pleased to
Morning.
address you today, share updates from our administrative report for September 25th, 2024. Our staff have continued to be busy finishing the special election, preparing for the general, and opening permanent satellite election offices. They continue to work together to solve issues as they arise and ensure all tasks are moving forward according to schedule. I've been particularly impressed with how they're working together to find ways to improve our processes over the last week. In our budget and procurement department, the team has been focused on the normal processing of invoices and purchase orders, addressing any related issues as they arise. We continue budgetary planning for the general, including the mid-year transfer. In communications, we've been designing requested materials, including social media graphics, updated procedures documents, and updated poll worker materials. Requested updates were also completed for polling place posters and the department's Atlas tool and various web pages. Additionally, we've been planning for general election communications, including developing a schedule for communication support on and after Election Day. Regarding engagement, we're distributing materials at International Bakery, Hong Vong Food Market, I apologize, I'm missing a T, Fried Chicken Pie Restaurant, China Gourmet No. 1 Asian Supermarket, and C1 Bakery and Cafe. Our efforts also involve sharing flyers for poll workers and interpreters, encouraging voter registration, recruiting bilingual interpreters, and engaging with the community through feedback and questions at events. We continue to reach out to local businesses, senior centers, and stores to distribute election materials or host events. We have 3 tabling events scheduled for this week. In human resources, we're currently hiring 39 temps. As of now, our total workforce stands at 206 employees, with 172 in civil service and 34 exempt. This includes 54 clerk 1s, 34 clerk 2s, 17 clerk 3s, 10 trades helpers, 9 voting machine techs, and 18 temps. We're continuing with new hire activities and preparing for upcoming orientations. Our IT team has been hard at work closing out work related to the special election, which was held last week. They continue to work on setting up all IT components for satellite election offices, and they've been updating surveys and sign-up forms, posting notices, and maintaining our website. With 6 short weeks to go, the general election will be here before we know it. Our staff continue to work tirelessly to ensure we run the best election possible, and we're grateful for the support we receive from various city departments that are prioritizing the upcoming election and going above and beyond to support our work. That's it.
Thank you. Commissioners, do we have any questions for Stephanie?
I do, Mr. Chairman, please.
You may.
Stephanie, I noticed that you put the 3 tabling events that are scheduled upcoming,
Yes.
but last week I asked you for the ones from last week and I still haven't gotten
They're
those.
always in the report. If you go back to the bullet points, they're always in what I give you. The bullet points. I just don't read them in the oral report.
I don't remember seeing them last week, honestly, but I did. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll check.
I can send them to you again from last week. Would
I
you like?
thought you were sending them to me last week when I asked you about them. But that's all.
So, I'm sorry, was that a question? You going to send it? You want to send it to you?
I can resend the report. Would you like me to resend the report to you?
I just would like the list of tabling events, please. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. And is it possible, I guess, whenever y'all decide what the outreach is going to be, just send it to the commissioners? That way we'll just have them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying is if you flip in here in the whole report to language access and engagement, they're listed in here with the address, the date, and the time.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, well, I guess we all might be having those meetings maybe throughout the week. Like, y'all can send this information throughout the week.
Mr. Chairman?
Sure.
I think we're good. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, if I may?
Good. Yes, you may.
Yeah, I would also like to know how the public is being informed about these events, because they're not on our website, or I'm just curious.
Yeah, so they're doing flyers with community partners around. So they're events that they're partnering with community partners, and those partners are helping bring their networks of people in. We can add them to the website. That's a great idea.
Okay. Yeah, then sure. Then, like, I guess we all a team. So if there's like public events and things like that, because I could just say as a commissioner myself, we don't like to go in. I can speak for myself. I don't like to go out public and then somebody say, "Oh, y'all commissioners, y'all was up here."
Yeah.
And it's like, we can support it, we can send it to people, we can let the public know, so we can have, a maximum like sort of turnout at these events.
I could have you, Sean, just email all 3 offices when she confirms events.
Sure.
Yeah,
sounds
that
good.
way you have it as soon as she gets it confirmed.
Is that okay with everybody up here?
Thank you.
Great.
Okay, thank you. We will now proceed to new business. Charlie? Yeah. You new business, Charlie? We can't do an election without you, Charlie Stroman.
All right, here we go. I have 6 hearings today. They're all due to the special election, and we're just going back to the original place. So the first 2 are in the 12th Ward, the 2nd Division and the 3rd Division, moving out of Lonnie Young Rec back to Mastery Pastorius Charter School.
Okay, having heard the recommendation of the professional staff, I move that we accept the polling place change for Ward 12, Division 2 and 3 from the Lonnie Young Center to the Mastery Charter School. Is there a second?
Second.
Do we have any comment before we vote on this? From any commissioners?
No.
Okay. Secretary Bluestein, can you please call the roll?
Vice Chair Deeley.
I vote aye.
I vote aye. Chairman Sabir.
Aye. The motion pass. Please proceed.
Next 2 are in the 12th Ward again, the 10th Division and the 13th Division, moving out of Halsey Temple back to Mastery Worcester Charter School.
Okay. Having heard the recommendation of the professional staff, I move that we accept the polling place change for Ward 12, Division 10, and Division 13 from Holy Temple to Mastery Worcester Charter School. Is there a second?
Second.
Does anyone have any comments before we vote?
No.
Secretary Bluestein, please call the roll.
Vice Chair Deeley.
I vote aye.
I vote aye. Chairman Sabir.
Aye. Please proceed.
Last but not least, the last 2 in the 59th Ward, 17th and the 19th Division, moving out of face-to-face back to Mastery Pickett Charter School.
Having heard the recommendation of professional staff, I move that we accept the polling place change for Ward 59, Division 17, and 19 from face-to-face to Mastery Pickett Charter School. Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any comments before we proceed to vote?
No.
Secretary Bluestein, please call the roll.
Vice Chair Deeley.
I vote aye.
I vote aye. Chairman Sabir.
Aye. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Charlie.
You're very welcome.
Yep. Are there any other non-agenda items to be raised at this meeting?
I have none.
Okay, I have a slight non-agenda item. I'm going to re-give the proposed meeting rules that was agreed on by all commissioners. And in it, just wanted to highlight the rights for members in the debate. The members speaking shall address the chair and be recognized before speaking. When presenting a paper to the other board members, the presenting member shall state its import. Members shall not be interrupted when speaking, except by a call to the order by the chair or a member through the chair, or by a call with the previous question. So everyone has the rules. I'm giving it to everyone again, so we understand that we have decorum in regards with these meetings, and everyone is expected to follow these rules. Thank you. Secretary Bluestein, you want to call the roll for, I'm going to make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Secretary Bluestein, you want to call the roll?
Vice Chair Deeley.
I vote aye.
I vote aye. Chairman Sabir.
Aye.